Gracious bears. The MC type. The robots are coming. They're afraid of the robots, which doesn't make sense cause they're making the robots. The only difference is our bones have meat. Does a creator making us make us more complete? Our core depletes the way your battery dies. I've been running autopilot more than half of my life. Man or machine when we're planning regimes. Computer programs planting codes in our dreams. It's known through a screen. This world that we see, just walk around the city and it's all that you see. People looking like me, staring into rectangles. Binary numbers from their heads to their ankles. 1001-100. Humans made up God and made him a hero. Isn't it similar to invent our visions? Intended to repeat the process until we're singular. Until we're singular.
Social media a beast, controlling the world. From elderly men down to a ton of little girls. Slaves to the Facebook likes on the Insta. Can I get a retweet over on Twitter? Pictures with the filter gotta look nice. In what other world will someone ever swipe right? Have you seen this video? Shit's gone viral. Cues up the next till you fall down a spiral. Endlessly stuck with your face in the screen. Arguing with people that you ain't ever seen. But this is the scene now, check an article. Fake news! The orange man ready in his arsenal. They'll pull the trigger man, finger off the button. World War III coming all of a sudden. The rage online, well it leads to the next. Man on the street already caught in Skynet. Already caught in Skynet.
Zombie, brain dead, cybernetic organism, stripping the world, leaving us without a pot to piss in, and we don't know what's missing. Can't identify the empty spaces left behind, grasping with our fingertips. Mecha, megalomaniacal machinists on a mission to be messing with mankind in extremis. We should have seen this coming, we could have predicted it, but we too caught up in appearances to give a shit about what the media has given us. Self-conscious shitheads trending syphilis for insta hits. Them cookie monsters loving all of this, they devils. Spark a match, sit back and watch the figures treble. They love to watch us struggle. They play God to our perceptions when we build them up so high and then we watch them crumble. Knee deep in rubble and skull and bones. Secret handshakes and 30 buys and taps on our phones. Taps on our phones.
Don't get it, do you? He'll find her. That's what he does. That's all he does. You can't stop him. He'll wait for you, reach down her throat, and pull her fucking heart out. Let go of me.
This is a story about an ordinary teddy bear. When he was made, they found something wrong with him and threw him away like a piece of rubbish into an old dark storeroom. Then, from outer space, a spotty man brought him to life with his cosmic dust. He took him to a magic cloud where Mother Nature gave him special powers. That bear became Super Ted.
Hiya. It's not been a long time, has it? Way! Let's have some microphone action up in this. To think, I was in the middle of a 24-hour stream. Nearly bang on the middle. Only, two evenings ago. Now, I'm actually rendering out the challenge sections from the 24-hour stream right now, but I figure playing such an old game shouldn't be affected, rather, too much by the CPU being very busy rendering. Look at the state of my head here. Look at that. The perfect line down there. Unbelievable. Right, shall we play a video game? Do you think we should do that? I like the idea of playing a video game. Got my walkthrough ready. Because Lord knows we're cheating on this. What are we up to? We're up to Act 4. Oh, Act 4's nice and short. Act 5, not so much. Act 6 looks like it's just answering questions. We might fucking do this tonight. I mean, we can finally put this garbage in the bin. Ready for tomorrow's stream, which is, of course, Super Mario 64. Getting one of those game requests dealt with. Right, let's load this bitch. Why is that still there? For God's sake. Stop it. And as you can see, we actually got another tenner once we finished streaming. 710 quid, can you believe it? Oh, for God's sake, this fucking game. I did click. Wait. Fuck me, Dad. This is not a... Shut up. This is not a good... Fuck me, and the mouse is so fast. Not a good game. Restore. Right, Act 4. Fucking book. Act 4. Okay. Go to Ernie's... Oh, shit, a dick, son. Who's Ernie? I can't remember who Ernie is. Can we have a look at our notebook? That would give me the knowledge, wouldn't it? No, not that button. Notes. Look at my notebook.
The cover isn't me.
I don't just.
It's your
Yes, can we have a look at it, please? Right, people. Who am I looking for? Ernie. Ernie Leach. Who is Ernie Leach? Tell me who that is. Oh, this game. Right, well, let's assume it's the one that's through this one. Because I think it is.
My Ernie, he was a wonderful man. I really loved him.
Oh.
Sure you did. I know.
I remember who Ernie is now.
Bet.
He's the
I know you didn't really love him.
janitor bloke.
But
Janitor?
I did.
Janitor bloke.
Ernie was the first man I've ever really loved. I was even trying to find work for him so he could make the extra money.
Why did he need extra money? He had a good job here, didn't he?
It was the gambling. The ice pick. He killed my Ernie for the gambling debts.
Ernie wasn't killed with an ice pick.
No, the ice pick is the... How do you say it? The lone fish.
The lone fish. That's the one.
Lone fish? Oh, you mean ice pick is the name of a lone
Ass pick.
shark?
That's what she said.
Oui, the ice pick is an evil man.
You're sure he's the one who killed Ernie?
Cheers.
My Ernie, he was worried about the ice pick.
Why aren't these
He told
beers
me about
particularly
him this
cold? They've been
evening.
in there fucking hours.
Very curious.
How
I'm
bizarre.
surprised you had time to see Ernie tonight.
What with fucking everybody
Why
else?
is that?
Because you've been spending so much time with Mr. Dorian.
Oh, you mean the Steve?
The Steve.
He's the attractive man, but we are only the friends, no?
The friends.
But my Ernie, what will I do without him?
I don't know, probably shag one of the
I
other
can see
hundreds of
you're
people that you're
upset.
dealing with.
I'll leave you alone.
Right, I assume we're probably going to have to trigger that at some point anyway. What was this?
Steve! Mr. Dorian.
Miss Bow.
That bass boy, I remember him.
Thank you for showing me your scars, Steve. They were very, very nice.
She's weird.
Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Dorian.
Well, women keep carrying me off.
Carrying you off?
Sorry, I meant jacking
First,
me
Miss
off.
Delacroix pulled me away from the party to show me the old Masters Gallery. Then there was Dr. Miklos. She's been pestering me about my scars ever since she found out I worked on the docks. Weird lady.
You don't seem too upset by all the attention.
Well, I would rather have spent the time with you.
Ah,
I'd think a big, strong man like you would have been able to get away from them if you wanted to do so.
Well, I hate to be rude, and I did end up finding you here.
Have you heard about the murders?
Murders? Oh, I
I
guess
see we're back to
somebody
normal as well
did
with a whole,
mention
like, 2 viewers.
You seem kind of distracted.
that. Yeah,
One of which is
I've
probably
got news for you,
Streamlabs.
too. I think some of the paintings in the old Masters Gallery are forgeries. The paint is still wet on some of them.
Mad the
Yes,
numbers we were getting
well,
during
I
that 24-hour
hardly
stream,
think
weren't
that-
they? Up to like 19, I think, at one point. Oh, madness.
Oh, Steve, a terrible thing.
Normally
has
over 10 though.
happened. Ernie is dead.
Even in the fucking wee hours in the morning, it was around,
Yes.
well,
my
us on a
Ernie.
good night.
What will I do?
like,
Oh, I
6.
need a big man to cry on. Please, come into my office.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, Miss Bow. The poor woman seems very upset. Maybe there's something I can do for her.
She wants the dick.
Just guess what that is.
We can talk more later, okay?
We'll see about that.
Fuming. Oh shit, we moved the fucking clock on. Just out of interest. We still have the glass, don't we?
You hear muffled voices.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Ooh la la.
How does that feel?
It is magnifique. Mmm.
I'm not rubbing too hard, am I?
I was going to say, it's just probably a
The
shoulder
harder
rub.
the better,
Or
mon ami.
feet.
Well, we all get a little stiff
Very
now and
unlikely
then.
to be a minge, isn't it?
Ooh, and you are so good at working out the kinks. Mmm.
Would you mind not moaning so loud? You might draw attention.
Ooh, I cannot be helping it. You are so big and so strong. Mmm.
Oh my.
Unbelievable. I was going to say I want to go in. How long are we meant to sit here?
Dear,
Miss Bow,
Sacré bleu.
I can explain this.
I bet you can, Mr. Dorian.
I'm just rubbing her neck.
Oui, and he does it so well.
I'll just leave you two alone.
Miss Bow, wait.
This door is locked.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't touch it.
Oh. Right. Oh, for God's sake. What now? Them again. Why is the time going so fast?
Right. Actually doing the thing we're meant to be doing. Press the large button next to the door to open a secret passage. This?
When you push the button, you hear a sliding noise off in the distance, clearly originating outside of this room.
That's in the other lab. Go to Yvette's office. Oh, go to Yvette's office and talk to her about Ernie's murder. You leave automatically, wait for Steve to enter, then use your glass on the door and listen in. Head down to the preservation lab and wait until 3, but nobody will turn up for the meeting. What the hell's a preservation lab? I guess it's this, right? So, we've actually done half the chapter already, which is great. Go back to Yvette's office and look at the shoe on the desk. Absolute slag. Absolute slag. I can't believe it. I can believe it. I can totally believe it. Are we going to deal with those fucking weird little beetles and their steak again now? How many times are they going to come through here? Cretins. Fucking insane. Soz. Got sent a thing. Had to check it out. Right. Where's my walkthrough? There it is. Okay. Shit, fucking hell, what's all this? Look out the shoe. What's that? What is all...
It looks like a shred of red hairs.
Red hairs.
It's a petite woman's shoe. It's on the floor, but it's actually a desk lamp.
Right, we need to pick up the shoe.
Don't touch it. Don't touch.
I said we need to pick up the shoe. Thank you.
You
Place
pick
it
it
in your
up
purse.
and place it in your purse.
See? Right, we've looked at all that shit. We've got to head to the Old Masters Gallery. Which one's that? Oh, it's the painting one, isn't it? Okay.
The subject of this sculpture looks curiously familiar.
You should look at it closer, I suspect.
The sculpture gives off a strong smell of fresh plaster. The odd statue feels like it's made of cheap, quick-drying plaster.
Use the bone. Smash it up. Are we shocked? She's gone awful blue awful fast. And, I mean, we saw her like literally 5 minutes ago, yeah?
It appears to be a pair of bifocal glasses. Red hair. It's Yvette's left. Looks can be deceiving. Yvette's dress doesn't look as good as it did earlier in the evening.
No doubt.
The scarf around Yvette's neck looks suspiciously like the hosiery she was wearing on her legs earlier.
So, death by strangulation.
Yvette's face doesn't look as good in death as it did in life. Perhaps because her makeup is covered with plaster dust. Yvette's hair, formerly full of bounce and shine, is now lifeless and dull. It could use a thorough washing with a good shampoo to get all the plaster dust out of it.
Bit late for that, really, innit? They do that in the funeral home, though, so don't worry about it.
Looks.
Okay, magnify it, I guess.
It's a pair of bifocal. You pick it up.
I'm guessing at this point.
You pick it up and... The scarf clearly isn't a scarf. It's the silk hosiery Yvette was wearing earlier in the evening. Her neck under the scarf shows red friction burns, as if she was strangled. This makes you wonder if she died during a passionate moment or had simply developed the habit of wearing silk hose around her neck. No split. There is plaster in all of the openings on Yvette's face. Mouth, nostrils, eyes, ears. She has several scratches on her face, as well as cuts on her lips.
Seems like it was a pretty violent end.
Nice weave in the hardened fabric of the dress. Yvette's left hand is plastered upon close inspection. Alright,
I think I've done everything. Let's check. Okay, yeah, we're good. We need to go to the armor gallery, and can I, like, fuck remember where that is? I think it's this way. I think. And then this way? Yes.
The work boot is size 12 triple E.
Eee.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
It's taking all the evidence from all the places, disturbing all the crime scenes.
Don't
Very
touch
clever.
it. The blood is red and almost dry. There seems to have been a struggle here.
Struggle, logo, logo, logo.
There are a few spots of blood.
Bloody boots. Okay, it says go back to that Masters Gallery, I think. Did it? No, go to the Sculpture Gallery. What the fuck's the Sculpture Gallery? Is it the head one? It says go to the Sculpture Gallery to see a cutscene. What's this door? Not a door, apparently. Explains why we've never used it. This is the main thing, isn't it? So it's going to be wrong. Oh, it's not. What's this then? Is this the main thing? Yes. So what's this one? Is this the T-Rex room? Nothing's happened in here in ages. Amazed there's not been a death. We've got bodies on nearly every screen now. What have you come back in here for, you tit? Wait. Wait, you see, now I'm lost. What? Oh, this is the main entrance. Oh, it's not. Fuck me. Up there's the main entrance, I think. I've no idea what's going on in this game, like, ever. Oh, feel free to leave the room, would you? Okay, here we go. Meanwhile... What the fuck, dude?
Countess, why are you tied up on my desk?
'Cause she's dead.
Your face has certainly changed to an attractive pale color, my dear.
This chick is a retard.
You seem a little under the weather. Are you okay?
Oh, she's not dead.
Dear,
She's about to be dead, though, I'm
you
sure.
don't look well at all. O'Reilly! You want Mr. O'Reilly? Okay, just wait right here and I'll go
I think
get
O'Reilly
him.
probably did the killing.
Hello, Miss Bo. Do you know where Mr. O'Reilly is?
Well, no, not exactly. I assume he's still in the museum.
Well, I'll find him. If you see him first, would you tell him that the Countess is dying on the desk in my office?
The Countess is dying? What's wrong with her?
Well, she's looking rather pale. Her eyes are glazed, and she's not breathing much. I'd guessed she'd been bitten by a snake.
By a snake?
Must you keep repeating everything I say? In any case, I've got to go now.
Okay, the walkthrough says to save, so let's save. See? Right. Now into the office. Here is a snake. I'm gonna need my... Right, here we go. Is this snake oil? Piss off. Piss off. Piss off. It said 3 times. Is that enough? Then use the snake catcher on it. That's the snake catcher, right? I caught the snake. Return it to its cage. Why is there a snake in a cage? It's just occurred to me. It's covered in fucking bars. Just go through the bars. It's a snake. This fucking game. Right. How do we cheat next? By examining the old counters there.
Oh!
The Countess is looking rather pale. She seems surprised that she died here on Olympia's desk.
So she is now dead.
It's the bound and dead body of the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton.
Well, on the plus side, it's less people to talk to, isn't
The
it?
skin on her hand is as pale as her face, showing minor signs of lividity in the palms. The skin on her hand... It's the first page of a scientific report. The intercom... A thank you note. A paper with printed words on it. Looks like an
But it's that one that's important, isn't it?
A little bunch of grapes. Chilled. You remember something about grapes being found alongside the victims of Jack the Ripper.
Really? I don't remember that. But if you say so. Let's get the old... Let's get the old magnifying glass
Feels
out.
like...
Yes, can we have it? There we go.
Her bloodshot eyes are open and staring into infinity. Her lips have a bluish tint. There are no signs of violence on or around her face or head.
Oh!
The scent of the smelling salts is overpowering at this close range. Smelling salt. You pick it up and...
Interesting.
Her fingernails are clean and unbroken, showing no signs of violence. Her There is no sign of blood on the desk, although the surface is a bit scratched. The intercom's case. They seem to be ordinary table grapes.
Table
Nice and
grapes?
ripe.
What is a table grape?
You pick it up
Them, I
and
guess.
place it in your purse.
Right, let's check I've done everything. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Look at her ankle. We haven't done everything at all.
You detect a trickle of what could prove to be cobra venom. You deem it wise not to touch it when you remember that it's a neurotoxin that causes progressive paralysis leading to respiratory failure. That biology class was useful after all.
Alright. Yep. Yep. Cool, we've done it. We finished the game. We have not finished the game. We have advanced time. When we leave the room, we'll be in Act 5. Which is astounding. Considering we've only been going 30 minutes. And obviously, like, fucking first few minutes is tunage. Hello? Is there a cutscene? What's happening? Nothing. This fucking music is shit, isn't it?
You're doing a fine job, Laura.
I am, aren't I? What? What's with the music? What the fuck was that about? Is that the Grim Reaper? No. I guess I'm supposed to... Wait, hang on. No, let him get me. Bop! You came in thinking like a journalist and you left with a skull full of mush. I don't mind doing all that shit again. We can do it quick enough, aside from this cutscene malarkey. Okay.
While this is
Whoops. What? Why?
upon close.
Why is it cutting out?
Don't touch it. The count. Look. This.
Just making sure that I'm doing everything that I did before.
You did a scientific report on the topic of
Stuff.
You decide not to read beyond the title. Proceedings of the...
Whatever.
A scientific paper with the title...
Okay, cool.
You decide...
Fine.
They seem to be ordered... You pick it...
Okay, think we're good? Let's come over here. Let's save again. We can't save. Fuck. That's annoying. You need to do everything quickly throughout this act. That's annoying because I really want to go for a piss. It's fine. Tab out and make that fucking music stop. Right? Apparently not. Whatever. Double music it is. Back in a sec. Okay, let's have a little look at this fucking walkthrough. Right, you need to do everything quickly throughout this act. Head immediately right into the pterodactyl room and close the doors behind you. Okay, you can try that. You can see as well. Let's treat you. And keep looking for an opportunity to save as well. Rex takes a bite out of crime. I assume this ends with the T-Rex falling on someone then.
Fine job, Laura.
Heading right. Close the doors. Head immediately right. Then tie them shut. Oh shit! Oh, I can save. Okay. Run to the armor room. Continue up to the storage room. What? I didn't. When did this become a thing? Push the chair in front of the door. Then open the transom. What?
You straighten out.
What's he all about? This. Don't bother trying to go through. Instead, climb back down. Continue up to the Egyptian exhibit.
Don't touch.
Go to the left part of the room and hide in the sarcophagus on the left. He was fast, wasn't he? He would have seen me.
You hear the sound of someone breaking down a door in the next room.
Good lord. Wait for the killer to enter and leave again, then go out of this room through the storage room door. What's the storage? Oh, right. Push the crate towards the door. And use your wire cutters on the rope. Not that. That.
While this is...
Use them on the rope, though. Your guys on the rope, drop down. Now move the crate on the far right. Enter the hidden elevator. Pull the lever on the wall to get down to the basement. Close the door in this room and get the mummy from the sarcophagus on the floor, propping it against the closed door. Are we moving?
You pick it up and...
You place it in your purse. An entire mummy. Blip. Use your snake catcher on the top of the sarcophagus on the left. How do you work this shit out?
This is an interest. While this...
That's not the left, is it? That is.
The snake shifts just a little, and you hear a click.
With the snake end. Then open the sarcophagus and go through a temple. Again, this is a museum. What the hell is going on here?
You hear
Enter the riddles with womb and tomb, using the hieroglyphs in your notebook. What riddle? Oh, we're still doing a thing. It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Those motherfuckers with the meat again.
Excuse me, I was looking for the women's lounge.
You're coming with us, young lady.
I think you're making a mistake.
You've seen too much. We can't let you go.
Not to worry. I won't remember seeing this room, or you, or anything. Really. I've got a terrible memory. Can't even remember my own name half the time.
I'm sorry you found us. Our cult of Amon-Ra must remain a secret. There is too much at stake here. Too many important people are involved.
Cult of Amon-Ra? In the museum basement?
This room is a forgotten part of the original museum. We are safe here, as long as no outsiders are aware of our existence.
Oh, well, my lips are sealed. If you want to dance and sing and have little meetings down here, that's your business.
You cannot be trusted, Miss Bow. You're a newspaper reporter. We could be a featured article on page 1 of tomorrow's newspaper if we let you go.
But people are going to miss me. They'll search the museum.
The police will never find this room or your body.
You don't really plan to kill me, do you?
Of course not.
What a relief.
Kill is such an ugly word. Actually, we're going to sacrifice you to Amon-Ra.
Can we talk about this?
There is nothing to discuss. You should be proud to die in such an honorable fashion. Young Egyptian maidens used to fight for the privilege of being sacrificed to the great Amon-Ra.
Now, wait a minute. I thought the ancient Egyptians didn't make human sacrifices.
You're familiar with the history of ancient Egypt, Miss Bow?
Well, I've learned a few things.
Perhaps we could test you.
Do I have any other options?
We can test you or sacrifice you. It's your choice.
I'm liking this idea more and more. What kind of a test is it?
Amon-Ra may choose to intervene on your behalf. It is our tradition that we must let you live if you can answer Amon-Ra's riddle.
Great.
Of course, you'll have to answer the riddle with hieroglyphics.
I was afraid it would be something like that.
Oh, fuck me. Can we get on with it?
Okay. What's the riddle?
Actually, it's a two-part riddle.
Yes, I know the answers. Let's go.
What is the room you leave without entering?
Oh, right. Oh, it's going to be miscellaneous, isn't it? I don't have all the letters. Why don't I have all the letters? I don't have all the... We're fucked. We're actually fucked. Oh.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Amon-Ra apparently
Well, we're going to be sacrificed.
wants you as a sacrifice.
No. Wait!
That about wraps it up for this mystery. Right, okay. Oh, God. Right. We can't use Act 5 then, so we've got to do this again. Because we need to look at all the pissing hieroglyphs. I think I can just about remember how to get through that section before we get to the next fuckery. So, we should be alright. Got me fucking speedrunning this now. What?
It's had.
Yeah, but that though. Oh.
This is the off. It's have.
Let's make sure they're all fucking written down, shall we? What? Oh. Wait, it's only half the stone. That's why we got murked. We don't have the other half of the stone. Where's the other half of the stone? Shit!
It's half of the famed Rosetta Stone.
What is it, Rosetta Stone?
It's half of the famed Rosetta Stone.
Where is the first half? Where is it? Can we search in here? Finding page. Cool, so Rosetta Stone only shows up in this particular walkthrough at one point. And that's the wrong bit. Right, one half is located in the Egyptian room on the west wall. Right, so in theory, we should be able to load the last one, right? Let's kill the game and come back into it, because I think that's going to be quicker, seeing as I can't fucking thingamajiggy. You know what I mean? Okay, right. Right. Yes, right, remembering things. Using the wire on here. Going up. No. Going... Yes. No. Mistakes were made. Going up. Moving that. Doing that.
Don't touch.
Get down. Go in here. The other half of the stone's going to be around here somewhere. Probably there.
You hear the sound. Now you. You don't have time for that. You don't have time.
So I'm locked into failure then, is what you're saying to me. Yes. Hello?
Rendering completed.
Nice. Right, so I'm going to have to load that one then. Brilliant. But in the meantime, let me fix something on the YouTubes. Rendering completed. It says 99%. What do you mean rendering completed? What the fuck? What is this program's obsession with loading there? It's fine. Okay. I'm just checking something. You might as well watch with me. It's my edit. Yeah, this is fine. Get this bad boy rendering. Go. Right, my face while I do some YouTube tinkering. Hello? Can I see the thing? See the thing. Hello? There we go. Gotta get these challenges online, bruh. You know. This gets to go into 3 playlists. Done. Get the tags. Boom. Next, publish. Right, that's uploading. Waxing my head is uploading. And the hot shots that nearly killed me is rendering. Sweet. Let's get into the game. We just need to remember where the Egyptian room was. Wait, the Egyptian room was this way, I think. Yes, it was. We know that from in a bit. Over here, up here, up here, over here. This is brilliant. So we've been streaming for nearly an hour, and we're exactly where we were when I first loaded the game.
The card identifies the slab of black basalt as the Rosetta Stone. Hieroglyphs and letters from the English alphabet are clearly engraved on the stone. The Rosetta Stone was found by a French artillery officer among the ruins of Fort Saint-Julien near the Rosetta mouth of the Nile River in 1799. It came into the possession of the British government after the capitulation of Alexandria.
The more you know.
The Rosetta Stone, currently on loan to the Leyendecker Museum, is the key to modern translations of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs into English text. You notice that half of the Rosetta Stone seems to be missing from the display, replaced by a small card that reads, Artifact 310 removed from display for research on 9/1/26 by O.M.
Right, and that's the clue that it's in her office. Right, learning other fucking bits of the alphabet. Right.
While this...
Excuse me.
It's your official... While this...
Oh, for God's sake. Let me make sure. Right, yes, we have it all. Fabulous. Bloody Nora. Excuse me. Okay, cracking on. Oh, come on, woman. Oh, God. Let's save the game again. Overwrite that one. And we're good. Oh, I need to blow my flipping nose. Let's see what happens if we get bit by a snake. Your dying thought is venom I going to learn. Fuck me dead. That's awful. Hello. Good news, Trev. We've been streaming for about to be a whole hour, and we are right back to where we were at the start, because it turns out I missed something earlier. Well, during one of the previous parts, I was meant to find the other half of the stone, and I just didn't. So, yeah. Now I have checked the other part of the stone, and we are right back to where we were before. I will be skipping through things, though, because I've already done them. And I think I remember everything that I need to do as well, which is definitely a bonus.
Oh!
Now she's shocked after she's done all this stuff.
The Countess is...
Oh.
You pick... You detect... You pick... Don't touch...
Cool. Ding dong, ding dong. I know, right? Right, we're in Act 5 now. Again. And we got to run away because now we're actually being chased by a motherfucker.
You're doing a fine job, Laura.
Right, look, check it. There he is. I thought it was the fucking Reaper for a minute. It ain't the Reaper.
know this...
How's recovery? Well, I was kind of tempted to just stay up, you know? I was kind of tempted to go for another fucking 12 hours, to be honest. Get myself... just keep streaming until I was through to a reasonable bedtime. But I didn't. I was up for a couple of hours. Sam started doing a daytime live TikTok, and it fucking... I saw my arse, to be honest. But I was super awake. I was in an arsehole mood. So I ate the other sandwich. I put on a WWE Network special.
Of someone breaking down a door in the next room.
I put on a WWE Network special about Big E Langston. On here. Lay down on the sofa so I could just about watch it, and fell asleep for a couple of hours. And then, a bit later, I fell asleep on the chair in the living room for a couple of hours. And then what happened? I watched like 3 films. What did I watch? I watched Coming to America, the new one. Then I watched Creed 2. That's when I fell asleep. I fell asleep for a bit during that. So it wasn't even a couple of hours I was a kid for it through there. Just slept for a little bit during that movie. And then...
For the love of God, sort them out and get him off my stream. He's commenting on my stream saying, tell Lazy to play Minecraft, just sort them out, please.
Right, I'm going to go and kill some children. And then I watched Bohemian Rhapsody. Back in a minute. Fuck me dead. Oh, Jesus, it's actually things happening. I don't know, actually, I've not spoken across the outside of, like, group chats. Hello, Mike. Yeah, this is a garbage game. I'm fucking totally out of breath. I've just been all over the pissing house doing shit. How long was I gone? About 10 minutes? Jesus. Nobody got time for that.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
We've put an entire mummy in our purse.
The snake shifts.
Shut up, just get on with it. Oh God, I couldn't skip that. I've got to do it again.
Quit playing around with the snake.
Oh. My bad. Cool, can't skip it. Rah rah sis spoon.
Oh my goodness.
Can skip the dialogue at least. There goes the fucking mongoose chasing it. Jesus.
Excuse me.
Was it a mongoose or a ferret? Or a stoat? Can't remember.
You.
Can't wait for tomorrow.
Really plan to kill.
That'll be fine. Right, so they're going to sacrifice me unless I can solve a two-part riddle. And I couldn't solve it before because I only had the first part of the fucking hieroglyphs. Anyway, the first riddle is what is the only room you can leave but can never enter? And the answer, of course, is not a room. But it rhymes with room. It is wombat. Or just womb.
That's correct. Now, the second riddle. What is the room?
How do you
enter
speak in
without
hieroglyphs? Out of interest. They don't appear to be letting her write this shit down. I didn't even know what he said, but I know the answer. It was tomb.
Very impressive. You are the first person who ever answered that riddle correctly. The wise Amon-Ra apparently wants us to spare your life. Will you swear to keep our location a secret?
Of course.
Definitely won't be getting the police.
May the great Amon-Ra guide your footsteps.
Am I still being chased down though?
Thank
That's the
you.
question.
Now I just have to outrun the person who's been chasing me.
Who is chasing you? Do you think they'll find their way in here?
I'm not sure who it is, but I believe it's the same person who stole the Dagger of Amon-Ra from its display case. And I'm sure they'll find their way in here.
If that is true, they will not leave this room alive. I suggest you leave through our secret escape route behind the altar. Go now, and remember your promise.
Okay. Let's deal with this immediately. Let's go and have a
There's
look.
an unconscious man in the coal bin. Although the coal has dirtied his face and hair, it looks suspiciously like Steve.
Prob Steve then, innit?
Steve, being the large, unconscious type stevedore he is immovable in his current unconscious state. And he's got coal
Guide rail,
all
not
over his
guardrail.
body.
What? Right, smelling salts, because we've got some of them, haven't we?
While this is an interesting approach, it serves no practical purpose. While
Well, you don't appear to be doing...
you straighten... Don't Steve, being the large, unconscious type stevedore he is...
For God's sake. Do we have to look closer at it first? Probably.
It appears... That's not the... It's jet black.
What do you want from me? I can't move the coal away from his face because it fucking won't let me. Come over here.
Don't touch it. Steve, being the large, unconscious...
For God's sake. Do we use the shovel on it?
It's too heavy. You
The
don't
shovel's
have
too
room
heavy.
for it in your purse.
You put an entire
It's not
mummy in your
yours.
purse a minute ago.
You can't do anything with the shovel. You have more important things to do than use the shovel. Besides, the shovel is rusted into place.
Cool. Get that one then.
This isn't a good shovel to use. Try the other one. It's too...
She taking the
The
piss.
shovel blade itself appears quite dirty and somewhat rusty. The handle is smooth and well worn.
Is that up already?
There doesn't seem to
Oh
be
no,
anything
sorry, that's number
unusual
2.
about it.
I forgot, the third one's uploading now, isn't it? Why are you sharing that link? I did upload it myself. Or are you going to take a break to watch it?
There's a large pile of bituminous coal in the coal bin, used to keep the furnace stoked. The musty scent of the coal reminds you of the cellar in your father's house, where you used to play while your father worked on his pet projects. But you digress. It appears it's up that that's silence alone is it.
What the actual fuck, though? What's that? Did I pick up a piece of fucking coal?
A lump of charcoal from...
Oh, that's from earlier.
This curious...
Use the bone with it?
While this is... While...
What does it want from me?
There's... Don't touch it. Don't touch...
Do touch it!
Steve, being the large, unconscious type stevedore he is in... Steve... It is better... While this... Several gunshots ring out close by. You can barely hear anguished cries and shouts over the roar of the furnace. You'd better get moving. Acting
God's
purely
sake.
out of self-preservation, the animated on-screen character refuses to touch the hot surface of the...
Right, let's bring up the other walkthrough from, the Sierra one. See if that can fucking do anything for me. Move coal from Steve's face. It won't let me!
Don't touch... Steve, being the
Yes!
Steve, being the large... Steve...
Just fucking... no, put his other boot on him.
While this is... While...
For Mike, I don't even know if Mike's still in the room. He's not said anything. He said hello and then fucked off. He is active in our group chat. Literally just sent a message. Oh, see, there he is. We have a coal... That's great. Do you have the ability to fucking move coal out of people's faces? Because she is a stupid fuck.
There's a large pile of bituminous coal in the coal bin. Used... Don't touch...
Oh, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Right, so we haven't got much time now that I've done that.
That's not... It's jet black and covered with coal dust. You see nothing out of the ordinary, although you don't realize... It's... It appears to be a tall Caucasian male with smallish paws and
Okay.
good muscle tone.
Gonna have to bring up a fucking YouTube video. This is absolute fuckery. Something I discovered earlier today is that Korn did a cover of The Devil Goes Down to Georgia. So that's a thing, in case you were wondering. Turn the old volume down, you don't need to hear this fucking twice. Right, coal room. Are you actually taking the piss?
Upon close inspection.
Hold up, I think it's a specific piece of coal. Right, there we go. Good. We need to be even faster. No, I never ran into that problem in the coal bin. I'm not surprised, really.
You straight every...
Oh, you are in the way, you insufferable mare.
While this smelling...
Fuck me. Soz. Here, have a boot.
While this is an interesting...
No, we're not ready for the boot
it
yet.
serves no practical purpose.
He's having a moment. This has gone out of whack. Right, here we go. Quickly give him his missing boot. Here, have a boot.
While this is...
Boot!
While...
Boot, you twat! We're dead again.
Don't touch it. Well timed. While... While this... Don't touch it. While the...
It's fine. I'm just going to have to do all that fuckery again. It's not a problem. We know what we're doing. We can be quick. I don't know. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'll give you a text.
Don't touch... Now... Now...
Yeah, but I mean, Sam goes live around 8 or 9 o'clock. I generally go live when she goes live these days. We're a tag team. Tag team of streamers. She'd probably do well on just chatting on Twitch. If she, well, I say that, she probably wouldn't, thinking about it. She'd have to migrate her TikTok followers to Twitch, and that's unlikely, isn't it? You gotta remember, we never got everyone from YouTube live to Twitch, did we?
And you hear a click.
Oh, fair enough, mate. Say spoon, rah.
I'm sorry, but...
Got the save wrong. Got the save wrong.
No, wait!
It's fine. It's fine. Well, get checking, fam. Oh, for God's sake, I can't believe this shit. I really can't. Which means we've got to do this again. Again. How many times have I done this fucking section now? 5? At least. Come on!
That. You pick it up. You detect. They see. You pick it. You.
Just making sure. Are you texting your sister now? Because you should be texting your sister now. I've just noticed there's something wrong here as well.
You're doing a fine job, Laura.
Good, that's still going. 15 minutes. Please let me see. We need to be quick. See, look, the man's coming for us. Oh, I fucked it. I've actually fucked it. For God's sake. Again. To your herd, your flock be true. Swampling stew. Swamply be true. I haven't seen that movie in years, blood. What the fuck is she screaming about? I need to go for a piss anyway, so as soon as I get the opportunity to actually save, I will. I'll go for a wee. And I'll find out why she's yelling. She seems to be excited about something. For God's sake. Why? Why are you this way, woman? Why are you this way, woman?
It's... You pick it. You pick it. Don't touch. You detect.
Okay, let's do this. I think I only saw that one once. It was shit, right? Probs? I don't know. I think the only reason I ever saw it is because I downloaded it for the boy to watch when he was probably 2. So, it's a good 10 years
You're doing
ago.
a fine job, Laura.
Right, let's fucking have it. I can still save. Every time I get a chance to save, I'm saving now.
You hear...
Right, can't save now.
Now you're just grasping at straws.
Now you're clutching at dicks. Right, I think while I'm up here, or at least I'm in here, nothing can move in the background, so I'm going for a piss. Back in a sec. Enjoy the double music, so I can't make it stop. Right, so what it is, or what the hype she was having was that she was getting a ton of TikTok's equivalent to bits. And, well, frankly, you guys need to step your game up. Oh, dear. I know you've all just done your bit for Macmillan Cancer Support, but you need to do your bears a bit. In fact, I've got a relevant clip for that, I think. How do I search this shit? I need to find a very old video. Yes! Yep, there it is. Right, prepare to see Krusty from the arse end of 2007, as he says some very important words, and those important words are...
Aren't children in need? Well, listen, this real child in need.
Fuck children in need, like bears in need.
See? Oh, you didn't even see it because I didn't fucking think to cut across. What a moron.
This real child in need.
Here you go.
Fuck children in need, like bears in need.
charity. We need to make that some sort of pop-up thing. Whenever I start begging for charity. Me being the charity. Fuck children in need. Bears in need. Blinder. Right. Let's get into this shit. Knock the DPI on the mouse back down. What are we doing? We're leaving. How long's the stream tomorrow? I don't know, we'll find out, won't we?
The snake.
Alright, can't save in here. We saved on the lift though. So that's the best possible save we can get if we fuck this up. Yes, the only game tomorrow, don't worry.
Chanting is your...
Oh my
If you're still here when I finish this stream, I'll even show you me setting up the fucking frames and shit for it. It says donate to the cause.
Excuse me.
Because I've not turned that off yet.
For the women's lounge?
Yeah, I used the controller to play GoldenEye, and I found out that either emulated GoldenEye with that pad is awful, or I'm shit at
I
GoldenEye.
think you're making a mistake.
Here on night.
We can't let
You at home? Or are you in work?
Not to worry.
Why aren't I skipping this?
You don't really get
What if you spell it wrong? Like in after backspace?
That's correct.
I want to find out, but I really don't at the same time. So I won't. Cool. Now we can save again. Let's overwrite that one.
There's an
Should give us loads of time. Cool, we can get back on the walkthrough now, I think. Oh, are you going to get up your tit?
Steve appears to be in great pain. You get no... Questions are a burden to others. Answers are a burden to oneself. Steve appears to be in...
Right, that's great.
While this...
But I'm meant to give him his boot next. So get up, you twat. Revive him with your smelling salts, then quickly give him his missing boots. Or have I fucked it already? That's why it probably said quickly, right? So I need to get him up. And before he falls down, chuck his boot on him. I think. Yes!
Oh, my head. What happened?
Did boots stop you from
Laura.
fucking collapsing?
Yes, Steve. I was so worried about you. Are you all right?
I think so. I remember hearing somebody coming up behind me, and as I turned around, somebody slugged me. Cripes, my head hurts.
They must have dumped you down the coal chute. Let me see where you were hit.
So you're at work
I'm
tonight,
alright,
but you're at
I'm
home
alright.
tomorrow.
Don't touch it.
Honestly, you men can be such crybabies. Do you think you can walk? We have to get out of here. Somebody's been murdering everybody in this museum. And
I feel like we
whoever
might
it
end
is
up playing
is after
another
me.
game after this. Don't
I
worry,
can make
I
it.
have one
I'm
in
with you.
mind.
Where do we
I've
go?
even got some art ready for it.
Good question.
Do I have all the art ready for it though? That's the question. She went. He's not quite as fast. Okay. Using this. Can't save again. Not a problem. Snake oil. Yes, that works. Continue up. Throw your cheese through the left opening to get rid of the rats. See, if you picked up that cheese, if you'd forgotten to pick up that cheese, you'd have been fucked here, wouldn't you?
You hear the sound of gunfire from the direction of the furnace room.
Sounds like someone's chasing us, Laura.
Because they would just randomly shoot. Fuck off. The left opening to get rid of the rats. Leave through the right opening and quickly press the T-Rex button to the right of the cat. To the right.
You watch in relief as the last of the rats scurries out of sight. You can barely smell
Leave
an
through the
unpleasant
right opening.
odor, like burning hair.
Oh, we can't save. That's I really want to go through. I don't care. I'm going through that one. I want to see what it is. I'll redo this section. I don't mind. Oh, she just falls down and dies. How boring. He fucking followed her. What a cunt. You twat. Oh, and there's fire as well. Of course there's fire. Why wouldn't there be fire? Stay out of the... Alright, they fell in the furnace. Because there would be a doorway to the furnace. Oh, fuck me. Right, not that one. This one. Let's just get on with it. No. Yes, though. We can save this in case I fuck it up again. We can save it as get up you twat. Hang on. I'll read that in a sec. I've got pressing issues right now, like boots. Right, what? Tess said she'll be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m, which is 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for you.
What happened?
She said she will most likely be here at Yuki 8 p.m.
Yes, Steve.
Brilliant. Right, that's
I was
excellent
so
timing.
worried about you.
Text me when she gets
Are
in,
you
okay?
all right?
I think so. I
Do
remember
not
hearing
forget.
somebody coming up behind me, and as I turned around, somebody slugged me. Cripes, my head hurts.
They must have dumped you down the coal chute. Let me see where you were hit.
I'm alright, I'm alright.
I need to text Kev now.
Honestly, you men can be such crybabies. Do you think you can walk? We have to get out of here. Somebody's been murdering everybody in this museum, and whoever it is after me.
I can make it. I'm with you. Where do we go?
Good question.
Right. Rendering completed.
completed.
See? Cool, well, while we're having a brief moment, yeah, I needed to ask Kev a question. How's that finish? Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's render that. Render. Right, that needs to go over there. That needs to go away. That's still uploading, so we'll hold off on uploading the next one. No, well, kind of in relation to that, but not in a sense of he's going to be here, because he won't. He won't be any way involved, except for a question I'm asking him about a piece of music from like 10 years ago that I can't remember what it is, and I kind of want it to use for my intro. So there you go. Right, we're playing this video game though, so let's get on with that. Get the walkthrough back up so we're ready. Does it? How many views is a lot of views?
You hear?
Nope! No! No! Gonna get murdered! I didn't mean to do that! Shit! I was just skipping through the text and we got eaten by rats. You have a gnawing feeling. You made a horrible mistake. 14 and 19. Wow!
While this is an while this
I guess we've not put the salts on him yet. No, we haven't, obviously, because he's not sat up, moron.
Yeah, they are good.
A lot.
Come on, you knobheads. Oh fuck! We better do this. Cheese in hand. Let's go. Let's not overclick it this time, eh?
You hear this?
Sounds like someone.
While this is an
That one flying for a moment. What the fuck, dude?
You watch in relief as the last of the rats scurries away. You faintly hear soft plops like bread dough hitting the floor coming from the doorway.
Right. I've got a feeling I should have chucked it down there. Yeah, I fucked it. I've actually fucked it.
Don't touch it.
Well, let's see how we die down here. By rats, obviously. No, because we did Titanic, and we did the silly... You know what? I need to reload. Those things are going to be a problem later. We did Army Men. We did something else. I'm sure we did something else. No, there was an actual game request put in for that. So eat a dick. And that's Go Rumble.
My
Yeah.
head.
So
What happened?
this will be like the fourth.
Yes, they are good.
Shut up. Nearly 2 hours and we're still doing something that should have taken 2 fucking minutes. Well, 5 minutes. 10 at a push. No. Yes.
You hear this?
Sounds like...
Right, we need to fuck these bastards into the furnace.
You watch in relief as the last of the rats scurries out of sight. You can barely
So we
smell
actually
an
did it the
unpleasant
first time.
odor, like burning hair.
We safe? No, of course we can't. Oh, can you? Sweet. What requests are there then? Rex room. Right, it said something about a switch. Is it this? Right, so we got followed, but then we caught him in a thing. That's what that picture is that I've seen on Google while trying to get the art together for this. Act 6, here we go. Here we go, motherfuckers.
So far, so good. Keep it up.
Thank you for coming to this inquest, Miss Bow. As the coroner on this case, I'm going to informally question you and study the evidence you've collected. If you assist me in developing a case, the perpetrators will be tried in the formal court of law. We're primarily concerned with the museum murders, but we're also interested in the theft of the Dagger of Amon and other matters that may have a bearing on this
That's
case.
a video, dude.
My examination of the corpses has been fruitful, but I need more evidence to build a case. Any information you can give us would help, but you must justify your conclusions with the evidence you've acquired.
false accusations and unsupported conclusions will not be tolerated. Although I don't wish to pressure you, your employer is also here to judge your performance
I'll
on
bring
this
that in a minute.
investigation. Since this is an informal proceeding, I've allowed it on the basis that your newspaper will cooperate with our...
I've been listening to some
Now,
banging
to the
music
question.
recently. Discovered all
Who
sorts of
murdered
bands.
Dr. Pippin Carter?
I really want to listen to them when I'm fucking going between things. Oh my god. Pick up... What was the question? What was the question? I assume it was the first one here, so let's go. Detective. Right. For financial gain.
Who murdered Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld?
Detective hiring again. Cover another crime.
Who murdered Ernie Leach?
That'll be O'Reilly again. Cover another crime.
Who murdered Yvette Delacroix?
That would be hammering again. He's been busy tonight, but this time it was jealousy.
Who murdered Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
Fucking him again. To cover another crime.
Who was the skeleton found in the steamer trunk?
Dr. Archibald.
Who murdered Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Who murdered Dr. Archibald? Watney Little, whoever that is.
Who impersonated Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Who impersonated him? That'd be Watney Little as well.
Watney Little.
Detective fucking motherfucker again. To cover another crime.
Who actually stole the Dagger of Amon-Ra from the Ancient Egypt exhibit?
Watney. Watney did.
Who manipulated Watney Little into stealing the Dagger of Amon-Ra?
Surprisingly enough, the detective.
Who was the woman involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
This one I actually do know. It was the Countess.
Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who was the man involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
That's Watney Little as well.
Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who was the middleman who provided forged paintings for the Countess and sold the real ones for
her? Watney Little.
Based on our own investigation, your conclusion is incorrect, Miss Bow.
What?
Two of the men who were murdered were involved with one of the female victims in a plan to steal.
Oh, I got it wrong.
We have a report on that woman telling us she appeared at an appointment in the Midi. She was who was that?
I don't care.
That accusation. Which in.
I'm
Mr. Smith's. I must admit.
No, quitting, quitting. Reload, and I'll get this right. But yes, that has finished processing. So let's give me a minute to. That is a hell of a thumbnail, isn't it? Let's get the next one going. Upload! Hot Shots, the one that genuinely nearly finished me off. Hot Shots. Get the thumbnail in there. Put it into 1, 2, 3 playlists. Whenever you're ready. There we go. Done. Show more. Give me the tags. Paste the tags. Next. Next. Publish. Cool. Okay, so the leg waxing got approximately 30 minutes left. This upload's going with approximately 17 minutes left. My stomach's going because I'm just remembering now that I've not eaten again and everything is right with the world. We need to load the game once more. There it is. You found the playlist, have you? Well done. Yeah, that playlist will have the 3 parts that I'm going to have to split the 24-hour stream into, plus when I cut down the stream into the actual games and cut out the bollocks from between them. All the games will be there as well. So it's going to be the first 3 parts, then the games, then the challenges in that playlist. That's my plan. Right, let's get this fucking right this time. Act 6 is literally just answering questions. Get me a fucking bakers and
So
thirsty,
far, so
you
good.
fucking
Keep it up.
cunts.
Thank you for coming to this. Who
murdered Pippin? The detective. For financial gain.
Who murdered Lauren?
The detective. To cover another crime.
Who murdered?
The detective. To cover another
Who
crime.
murdered Yvette Delacroix?
Probably don't skip these things just in case. The detective. For jealousy.
Who murdered Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
Detective to cover.
Who was the skeleton found in the steamer trunk?
Archibald.
Who murdered Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Whitney. Watney, rather.
Who impersonated Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Watney.
Who murdered Watney Little?
Detective. To cover another crime.
Who actually stole the Dagger of Amon Ra from the Ancient Egypt exhibit?
Watney.
Who manipulated Watney Little into stealing the Dagger of Amon Ra?
The detective.
Who was the woman involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
The Countess.
Based on what we now know, your assumption... Who was the man involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
Watney.
Based on what we now know, who was the middleman who...
Let's not fuck this one up. Who was the middleman? It was Ziggy.
Based on what we now know, your assumption... Who is the high priest of the Amon-Ra sun worshippers?
Ramses.
That's correct, Miss Bow. You're very observant. Which museum employee runs a fencing operation as a sideline business?
Ernie.
That assumption is correct.
Cool.
Mr. Leach was moonlighting with his own business as a fence installer. In fact, he put up a very nice fence around my house.
I have one final piece of evidence to present, Mr. Coroner. I have an eyewitness who would only feel safe to come forth if I established my case against Mr. O'Reilly. Now that I've done so, let me introduce Dr. Patah Shep Tut Smith of the Cairo Museum.
Mr. Smith's testimony is safe with us.
Many thanks. I was in the Egyptian ceremonial room, underneath the museum, when Detective O'Reilly killed 2 of my fellow sun worshippers. I saw with my own eyes how he gunned them down without mercy when they tried to stop him from chasing Miss Bow. However, we only managed to slow him down. His hood fell back briefly, revealing his evil face to us as he slaughtered our people. That son of a camel should not be allowed to run free upon the sands.
Will you testify in court to what you witnessed, Mr. Smith?
Happily, sir. My dead fellows expect their revenge. Although Amon-Ra will certainly destroy O'Reilly's car when he journeys through the underworld.
What's a car?
I'm not
Aside
qualified to
from a
give my opinion on
brum
Mr.
brum beep
O'Reilly's
beep.
spirit in the next world, Mr. Smith. But I'm sure your testimony will help your dead friends sleep peacefully. Thank you for coming forth. I must admit that I'm impressed by your methods, Miss Bow. Not only have you identified the murderers of those unfortunate individuals, but you have also uncovered the skullduggery involving the Dagger of Amon Ra. Our case is very strong now and prosecution can begin. The New York Police Department owes you a debt of gratitude for your assistance in apprehending these malefactors. I'm sure that a commendation of valor from the police department is in order. Thank you for your help.
The crowd goes wild.
It's all that lousy reporter's fault.
How is dagger theft the fucking highlight there?
Damned interfering
And a shitload of
Laura
murders.
Bow.
Secondary facts.
Thinks she can get away with squealing on me, does she? Well, she's got another thing coming.
I wonder
Do
how
you
many
hear
games
me,
there are
Laura
in this
Bow?
series.
You'll pay for this. If it's the last thing I ever do.
Thank you for waiting, Laura.
I didn't mind, Steve.
You're welcome.
Laura?
Yes?
I'll get you my...
Would you mind-
Yes.
I mean, do you suppose... Laura, could you close your eyes? I have something for you.
Oh. I suppose so.
It better not be this dick. What the fuck?
Oh, Steve.
I hope it's a replica.
Like it?
Steve, how could you? How could you have stolen the dagger?
It's definitely a replica now, isn't it?
I didn't steal the dagger, Laura. I bought this copy for you at the museum gift shop. I thought you might like a memento of your big night at the Leyendecker Museum.
Oh. Thank you, Steve. I'm so embarrassed.
As well you should be.
You're beautiful when you blush. Laura?
May I
Steve?
kiss you?
Would you consider joining for
Or
dinner
that.
this coming Saturday?
Well, I'm not sure if I don't know if I should really. Yes. Yes, I'd be delighted to join you for dinner.
Obviously.
Thank you, Laura. You've made me very happy.
Oh, Steve.
Oh, Laura.
Oh, Steve.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Since his skeleton was so nicely cleaned by the domestic beetles, Dr. Carrington's bones will soon be hanging on display in the Leyendecker Museum.
Why?
Yvette Delacroix died plastered. Her remarkably lifelike statue now lives on in the Old Masters Gallery of the Leyendecker Museum. Her memory lives on in the minds of all she touched. Her sculpture is attributed to Ryan O'Reilly, 1926.
They've left her corpse there.
Pleased by your success at finding his Dagger of Amon-Ra and his murderer, Dr. Pippin Carter now rests in peace. Pippin Carter's body was transported to Egypt by his cousin and now occupies a place of archaeological honor in the Temple of Amon-Ra in the Valley of the Kings.
I mean, obviously. Why wouldn't it?
Due to your success at recovering the Dagger of Amon-Ra and finding the murderer, Wolf Heimlich continued as Chief of Security at the Leyendecker Museum.
He shouldn't have.
2 months later, he was married to Dr. Olympia Miklos.
Figures.
2 years after they were married, Wolf and Olympia had a child they named Morgana Wolf Heimlich.
Great.
Having died in the course of this story, Watney Little's life of crime came to an abrupt end. As he was not a nice man, nobody missed him.
Fucking hell.
Due to your success at recovering the Dagger of Amon-Ra and finding the murderer, Dr. Olympia Miklos married Wolf Heimlich, who continued as Chief of Security at the Leyendecker Museum. 2 years after they were married, Wolf and Olympia had a child they named Morgana.
We know,
Wolf
you
Heimlich.
literally just said.
As fond as he was of the Leyendecker, Ernie Leach noted in his will that he wanted his body donated to the museum. His body now resides in numerous small jars of alcohol,
God.
which will be placed on display in the new Hall of Internal Biology, adjacent to the Hall of Late Mammals. Dr. Patar Sheptut Tut Smith finally gave up on getting the Dagger of Amon-Ra returned to Egypt. However, once it completed its US and European museum tours, it was returned to the Cairo Museum anyway. So, several years later, Tut died a happy man, even though his death was the result of an Egyptian cobra bite.
For fuck's sake.
After losing his head in the museum, Ziggy found himself unable to continue his criminal career.
Really?
His head has been preserved and is now on display in the Life Mask exhibit at the Leyendecker Museum.
Why?
Ramses Najir continued his successful career as an accountant and as head of the secret Egyptian cult of Amon-Ra. With his strong high society ties, his accounting business made Ramses a millionaire in 15 years.
Well, isn't he lucky?
Having died from a snake bite, the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton did not live long enough to inherit any money from her last husband, Sterling.
Tragic.
Thoroughly impressed by your success as a reporter, your editor, Sam
Oh, is that who that is?
Augustini, nominated you for a Pulitzer Prize and was present when you received your citation of valor from the police department.
Lovely.
Sam retired 10 years later to become a gentleman cabbage farmer,
What?
fulfilling a secret lifelong dream.
Yeah, well, you would keep that secret, wouldn't you?
Pleased at your success, Crodfoller T. Rhubarb was happy to become your assistant at the New York
Assistant?
Daily
She's done
Register
one
and
job.
Tribune. Henri Lamour, the coroner, continued his successful career studying dead bodies for the next 50 years, finally retiring in 1976 to tour with a rock band, the Ungrateful Dead.
Obviously.
Low Fat continued in the laundry business, eventually opening a chain of low-fat Chinese laundries across the country and becoming a millionaire in the process.
Well, good for low fat.
Former Detective Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly was sentenced to 60 years in a state penitentiary.
Surprised he wasn't sentenced to death.
Having been a cop, O'Reilly found it hard to make friends in prison. After your successful completion of the museum assignment, you started dating Steve Dorian. Thrilled with your success, John Bow spent the rest of his life telling people what a wonderful daughter you were and how he had taught you everything you knew about criminology.
Sure.
After your recovery of the Dagger of Amon-Ra, it went back on display at the Leyendecker Museum. The large amount of press coverage drew many patrons to the museum to see the dagger.
Dollar bills, y'all.
After 2 years on display at the Leyendecker, the dagger exhibit continued on a tour of museums in the United States, Europe, and finally found its way back to the Cairo Museum in Egypt.
We did it! It's time for the credits. I assume it's going to boot us back to desktop when it's done with these, just like all the old adventure games used to. Oh, she got shot. Are we just going to see a series of her death animations now? No? Guess not. The fuck is this? The size of that fucking piece! Big as his fucking torso! No worries, dude. See you in a minute. Fucking eyes! Jesus. Fucking mongoose ferret stoat. Dan Foy? Hashtag Dan's bed and Stephen the Foy? As one person? The football hooligans match will not be pleased with this. What the fuck just happened to her there? There go the fucking meaty things again. Excuse me. The hell was that? A head? A rat? What the fuck is going on here? Cher Lloyd? Surely not. I know, that's not the name it says, but that is a name that means something in Britain. Or at least it did for a short period of time. Stop rapping. She did. Oh, God! That's a bit dark, innit? Lip sync? That was a thing, was it? There's a lot of people working on lip syncing. Surely that's just animation, right? And what the fuck was the copper doing running around in a fucking Reaper costume with a fucking mace? Absolutely outrageous. And of course she's chasing him with a battle axe, why wouldn't she be? Here's our mate, the Sergeant Bloke or whatever. Firing his piece. What a guy. What's she doing now? Breaking things. I vaguely remember that being a thing. Who's that meant to be? Fucked if I can remember any of this shit. Here come the vocal talents. No fun animations for these ones. A lot of reused people. Oh, Leslie did a lot of people, didn't she? Well, 3. Oh, more. The Archaeologist song? Is that what we heard earlier? I must forget. Blue person? What? Drunk. J-Cray-Z. Stinky. Screams and moans. Brilliant. The end. Oh, maybe it doesn't boot us back to desktop. Now it does. I presume. Which is why I'm going to... Yes, it did. Super. Well, that was a fun time, wasn't it? Hot Shot Challenge is up on the YouTubes. Leg waxing render continues. Amazing. Fucking hell, my Twitch replay thing that I got going on so I can keep an eye on the chat is just a mess. So far behind. I'm putting that down to the fact I'm rendering right now. Oh, I'm accidentally getting rid of things. Again. Right. Now, if we're going to end up playing another game, which it kind of looks like we're going to be doing, going to need to stop going into folders that I don't want to go into. Let me have a look. Wow. Okay, I got as far as making the frame. That's not good. Okay. YouTube. It's been real. Deuces.